Hello again, guys. This is Wilmar C. Salim again for the another reporting for our next subject, PCTG. So we are group 8, and we are assigned for reporting entitled the Region 5 Rubico Region. And the members of this group, mo ni akong mga co-members, Brian Villas, Kay Albiso, Jan Painagan, and Rustom Medina. So then, first and foremost, we would like to start in geographic profile. So ang geographic profile dire is, so as what we've researched or sa unsa ang among nakalap ng mga informasyon, these are the geographic profile. The Region 5, also known as the Bicol Region, consists of 6 provinces: Albay, Camarines Norte, Camarines Sur, Sorsogon, and island provinces of Catanduanes and Masbate. Geographically, Bicol Region itself has a total of area of 17,362 square kilometers, of which 13.80% are irrigable area. So this is based information from NIA, or the National Irrigation Association. And then, so I will not dig deeper on the information about nato no, kay klaro man kayo nga naay 6 provinces. So unsa kay ito? Albay, Camarines Sur, Camarines Norte, Sorsogon, and the island provinces of Catanduanes, Masbate. And then it is geographically, unsa man ang sukod niya sa iyang kayutaan mao ang 17,362 square kilometers, which is 13%, 13.80% are irrigable, meaning they can be drawn sources for water. Kay mo ni ang data sa NIA. And then the region is bounded by Lamon Bay to the north, and the Philippine Sea to the east, and the Sibuyan Sea to the and Ragay Gulf to the west, and the northernmost provinces of the Camarines Norte and Sur are bordered with the west by the province of Quezon and Calabarzon region. So mo to siya boundaries nga makita nato surrounding that particular region. And then brief history, unsa man yung mga history nga naa diri nga makita nato or atong masaysay sa about sa Bicol region, was originally inhabited by indigenous groups of people like Aga or Agta people who practice slash and burn agriculture artifacts. Show Bicolano culture exists before Spanish colonization. The economy was based on agriculture and fishing under Spanish rule. The seat of power was Nueva Caceres, or the Naga City. So mo na siya. So unsa man ang mga Agta people? So they look like differently, like the average Filipino. They are darker skin and generally have blacker, shorter, curly hair, and they are called Agta Negritos of the Philippines. They hunt to trade to keep their tribe alive. However, with the recent economic changes, the Agta forced to instead trade meat or fish. They must have to trade labor, or nanabaho na sila. The agricultural companies have made huge impact on their hunting, which might never recover. So kani siya mga Agta people, it is varies on the particular region kung asa sila na muyo or asa sila na himutang, because there are many classified as Agta Negritos, like the Aita. They are also classified as Agta Negritos, but most of them are sa man inhabiting the different regions, so different parts of the Philippines. So kung asa ka nahimutang, mo na classification kung sa imong panginabuhi, or they more likely have the same man, no, same ra sila, although they have different inhabitants ug asa sila nagpuyo. And then Agta people are scored in the eyes of the Filipinos. They are powerless, have no claims to lands, but they are inhabiting the particular area. They have no legal rights. Before, Agta women were treated less dogs like outside the world. These people have yet nobody is available to provide any aid. But karon, naa na sila gitawag og mga mingon ta og tribal rights, no, established sa Philippines, sa tong pamalaod, just to protect those indigenous people. Now, adto na punta balik, no, sa man sa second part. So mo to ang brief history, the land area, and the geographic profile. And then let's go to the next part of the report para mas ma-continue sa to. So there are just ako lang gi-set up ang akong guide. So for a while lang. Okay. So nag-loading jud maayo. So okay guys, so we're down to the next topic, which is the delicacies or the cuisines in a particular region, which is the Bicol region, and the different provinces nga unsay lang ikadalit kung mato dito, so the different cuisines. And then the Bicol Express, for example, one of the example of their cuisines is Bicol Express. Every province in the Philippines have already known this version of dish, but we can all agree that you've tasted an authentic from Bicol, you won't be looking any from Bicol Express outside the region. So kini siya, although there are many versions of how they cook this particular dish, but in Bicol region, this is the dish where it originates from the word Bicol Express. So there is a certain kan gyud twist jud or signature sa pagluto ana nga makaingon ta nga gikan jud ni sa Bicol. It is because we can easily just differentiate sa atoa. So for example, sa Bicol Express sa ilaha, they used to eat more likely kanang halang yugayo, and then more on gata sa tuwa dre minimal touches ra kayo ang atong kahalang. Kung halang gani ato adre mas halang sa ilaha. So that's how they define their style in cooking in for the Bicol Express. Then the next one is laing. So the Bicolani famous cuisines, laing is coconut milk based on mixed dish, shredded gabi or taro leaves, siling laboy, garlic, ginger, and sometimes tanglad or lemongrass, bagoong. So shrimp paste and versions of garnished fish. So kani siyang laing is kani siyang gitawag og kaning fish dish ni siya. And then this fish is garnished with different lamas like lemongrass, garlic, and sometimes butangan na nila og kaning hipon or the shrimp paste, no? And then they would wrap it by man gabi, dahon sa gabi or taro leaves. Right after ila nang gataan, so ila nang tunuan. And then that is what we called as laing. So not type version ana dre, but more likely ang atong iputos is dahog saging. So muna siya. Then the pinangat is a Bicol term for tulmok or Bicolano local language for coconut meat. So another main ingredient is recipe shrimp, and preparation pinangat starts with combining coconut meat, shrimp paste, and spices added to the meat thoroughly mixed meats and put inside banana leaves, tied banana string with steamed aroma and cooked coconut and crab inside the leaves, aromatically mouth-watering. So mouth-watering, makalaway daw ang ilang version sa ilang pinangat dito sa tuadre is more kwan lang, wala lay daghang processes, but kanang simple nga pagtuno ra gyud, but ilaha dito they're going to saman puston lag dahon, butangan nila og kinudkod nga lubi or butangan ba nila gamay nga coconut milk out of that shredded coconut, and then they will wrap it by the banana leaves, then ilan ang steam instead of soaking it to the saman to the saman sa ilang kaldero. Ato adre is more likely ato ra yung tunuan, barely like kanang pagtuno sa usa ka putahe like sa kanang mga shrimp, crabs, inana. Then kinunot, so kinunot or the Filipino dish, the Bicol province made with flaked stingray, moringa leaves, and chilies cooked in spicy coconut cream sauce. Kinunot is a pagi means flake, Bicolano pagi means stingray. So kaning stingray mo ay gamit main ingredient ani jud is ang meat sa pagi or ang ikog sa pagi, kasagaran nimo lang ilang gamiton. And then we're going to make it sa kaning flakes bitaw, kanang yung tag flakes kanang kabantay mo na unod nga himay-himayon, so that is what we called as flakes. And then you will have it cooked like nail butangan nila og moringa leaves and chilies cooked in spicy coconut cream sauce. So kasagaran sa inyo maobserbaran is halang-halang jud dila mga pagkaon. And then pili nuts. So kini pili nuts, a flavor pumpkin seed which as raw takes from entirely different identity when roasted, and then crispy and easy crunch, and surprisingly melts in your mouth. So kini siyang pili nuts is pumpkin seed, no? They are roasted, and they are gitimplahan sila by just sa pag-roast niya ba, diya jud siya directly being coated with condiments upon roasting. Crispy siya, but when it comes to your mouth, kaning ma-melt siya. So that's how they define it. And then pancit bato. So like most places in Bicol, also known as pancit dish, which makes pancit bato different is noodles and originate in town of Bato, Camarines Sur, are actually bit thicker and firmer in bite and cooks like most pancit dishes, chopped in vegetables and cabbage, carrots, beans, and occasional for with chicken liver. So kani siya kunong pansit bato, natay mga gitawag diri og pansit cantons and pansit bihon. Ang ila dito gitawag og pansit bato because the main ingredient is a bit thicker ang ilang pasta sa ilang pansit nya they have other kanang gitawag nila og kaning sahog. Sometimes they are occasionally being cooked by or with chicken liver. So ato adri kasagaran kay pork sa pamilain. Although mogamit pud ta og chicken liver, but this kaning gitawag ng pansit bato mas baga ang ilang sagol nga pasta. So they are producer of this pansit bato found in Camarines Sur, located in Camarines Sur. So ang ato usually diri is pansit kanang usual nga mapalit lang. And then still chili ice cream. And Bicol have to chili flavored ice cream. So gi-feature ni siya one time dito sa Jessica Soho or sa KMGS. Yes, nakakita po ko. Kauban ni sa usa ka gi-manufacture pod nga ice cream katong lumot ice cream, katong cultured moss, no? Cultured lumot nga gihimong ice cream pod siya. So there is a touch of nature-based ingredient. And then sa chili pod ice cream, ila pong pa-spicy lang, sweet plus spicy feeling when you ate certain ice cream nga ilang gi-produce. So mo ito gitawag to crispy rice, malunggay, and calamansi. And then, so those were the particular tawag na to og sagol to make establish another taste. And pili shake, pili shake. Pili shake nuts, an indigenous grown primarily in Bicol region, they were widely used in delicacies. And pili nut, pastillas, mazapan, suspiros, bones cakes, and candied treats, and pili nuts, choco kisses. So refreshing drink and trying creamy milk shake. Several restaurants in Bicol region blends with cafe, daranga, and flavors gastronomica inaga in their menu. So pili shake. So there are different cafes there nga mogamit ng pili shake. So ang pili shake day is widely ranged local delicacies with pili nuts and pastillas. Ang muna ilang gamiton. Main ingredients sa pili shake. And then the Bicol region of the renowned mga natural kaning mga natural beauty and cultural heritage nila. So mga nindot nga mga dapit nga pwede natong suruyan nga makaingon dito nga nindot jud siya. So Mayon Volcano is known for perfect cone shape. Mayon Volcano is a must visit natural wonder in Bicol. Visitors can hike, take scenic drives or panoramic views from nearby viewing the decks. And then the Cinnamon or Karamuan Islands, which group islands of pristine beaches, crystal clear waters, and dramatic limestone cliffs, and Paradise Beach lovers, snorkelers, and island hoppers. So you can visit there. So the many activities that you can enjoy. Then the Dunsol features and shark sighting. Dunsol is a haven eco adventures visitors can go. Whale shark watching tours, snorkel, and with manta rays, explore mangrove and forest. So there are different places in there are this Dunsol is a wide place nya daghan nga makita nimo or makita nimo nga mga activities like the mantari watching, the whale watching, and the exploring the mangrove forest there. And then the Calaguas Island, the powdery white beaches, turquoise waters, and Calaguas Islands provide serene escape and hustle and bustle city of camping and island hopping and popular activities here. And then the last one is the Albay Park with wildlife and zoological park in Legazpi showcases variety of native animals and plants, making it a great destination for families and nature enthusiasts. So kaning Albay Park kung natay gitawag diri og nature park, wa pa na nagubaon tang nasa Argao, so more likely na na mga wild animals, zoological park po na siya. And then showcasing the different plants. So naa diha sa una ta sa nature park showcase da ang Sali Argao, which is the origin of our name in our municipality, which is the Sali Argao. Next one is the different naman exotic animals like the lizards, monitor lizards, sawa, sa dito rabbits, unggoy, and many others. Just like that, kuha lang to base sa una kato nakasulod sa nature park. And then we will go back to the kuan. Adto na pud ta sa next part. So next part na mo is okay. Next part na mo is okay. The next part na mo are the different customs and cultures. So the Bicolanos are annual festivals in honor of the Our Lady of Peña Francia. The third Sunday of September, the city of Naga comes alive during the celebration. Jostling crowd and all male devotees carries image of Virgin on the shoulders of Naga Metropolitan Cathedral while shouting Viva la Virgen. And many people, most Bicolanos annual visit. So kani siya by the mabot gani ang September, they were going to celebrate La Virgen de Peña Francia nga fiesta. So ang tanan dito, so parehas sa tong sinulog na po sa cultural dances dito. So na sila gitawag dito Metropolitan Cathedral, dako nga cathedral niya. During that fiesta, that particular day, ang tanan nga mga male devotees kaning mupasan sa karo sa mahal nga birhen. And then the next one is a part of their culture also is the related to their annual rituals like pabasa and Flores de Mayo during those times. So may tag Flores de Mayo, it is saman ingon taog Flores de Mayo mao na ang time which is what we call or we can translate to flowers of May. So naa sila dakong kalihukan niya which is katong Flowers of May which is kato bitawng Santa Cruzan, and then they are also believing as part of their culture which is the supernatural belief or superstitious beliefs which is kanang taong lipod, duwende, anglo, tambaluslos, kalag, katambay, aswang, and mangkukulam. So, pare-parehara sa tua but we do not know or we cannot fathom unsa joy definition sa ilaha dito experience kung naka-experience mga ni sila. And then, so, folk songs that are abound and most of which is called as sarong banggi. So naslay part of the cultural aspect is the songs. Most of their songs are kaning classified or kaning nahulog sa usa ka kanta nga gitawag og sarong banggi which is to conquer evil, no? Evil forces, resourcefulness and courage. So those folk songs is nagitawag og folk songs diri nga under diha, no? Nga gitawag og sinampalampati, pananuyok-yok, and manambitoon, hatol, pag-awa, rawit-dawit, and children's songs and chants. So these are the different songs which are functioning for the different kana bitawng purposes like chants, pagpanambal, pagpanguma, pagpangani, and then many others. Okay. Next one is the cultural values. Some persisting traditions, practices are pamalay, pantomina, tagigsikan, and the people hold strong beliefs in God and souls after death related to these annual rituals like Pabasa, Tanggal Fiesta, and Flores de Mayo. And then, so mingon tag Bicol region, naan sila mga handicrafts pod. Mitawag og people also engage in fishing, logging, and handicraft. So kanang mga handicraft, so may mga handicraft kasagaran diha like basket weaving, saman banig. So muna siya guys because that particular area some on Camarines or Albay if I'm not mistaken na sila gitawag og kanang banig weaving man tingali to. So I would stand corrected if mali ko but I was I had taken a glimpse man sa usa ka article nga naa sila dihay weaving. And then, okay. So, mura na siya guys. And then we would directly gather, or we gathered information about the SWOT analysis holistically, no, so wala na may gitag sa tagsang different provinces, but holistically we gathered information on SWOT analysis, analyzing the different aspects on strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats holistically on the whole region. So tibuok kinatibuk-an na ni siya. So mingon ta og region 5, the Bicol region, strengths, unsa may strengths niya na dia, has a wide variety of tourist spots, accessible to all modes of transportation, and accessible to other tourist destinations in the province. So mingon tag strength mo ni kaning kusog, no? Or mingon ta og edge ini nga region. So has a wide variety of tourist spots. So as we've discussed lately, daghan man gid siya. Gamay ra ganito mong gihatag, lima ra. So those are just the prominent or kaning pinaka sikat out of other variety of tourist spots. Then the weaknesses, mingon ta og poor roads leading to the tourist destinations. So, muna weaknesses, meaning they are having poor infrastructure on roads, road concreting, kumbaga. So, they possibly lack of improvement in that uh, aspect somehow. And then opportunities, completion of Quirino Highway that shortens 2 to 3 hour travel time from Manila to Legazpi. So this completion of Quirino Highway, it is a bridge or infrastructure, no, or highway nga ikan sa Manila going to Legazpi, nga magpa-shorten sa time of travel and hassle for traffic. So that's one of the opportunities that we can see also. And then intensive promotional campaign of the DOT or the Department of Tourism for the country, including Bicol region as one of the tourist destinations. So intensive meaning gipahugtan or gipalamlan ang paghatod or pagpa-advertise or pag-promote nini nga mong lugar ngadto sa laing lugar sa Pilipinas, just to unsa man, just to make that particular region known much and better by other parts of the world and other parts of the Philippines. Even Filipinos, some of the Filipinos haven't known much about Bicol region, di ba? And then threats, ano man yung threats? Mga posible nga mga wala din na to inasahan, no? And then o galing man maabot, that would bring great devastation or destruction sa place, no? Or maka-threaten sa circulation sa tourism. And then first in the list of the threats is the typhoon. Mayroon tag typhoon, it is typhoon area, no? Agianan po din siya typhoon because as you can see, that region, Bicol region, naa siya sa buko-buko sa Pilipinas. And then that particular place, kasagaran na ng buko-buko sa Pilipinas going from the head to toe sa Philippines. Munay una nga maagian gyud sa bagyo because the formulation of typhoon or any cyclone, kaning tropical depression, diha mag-agi. So mingon tawag og typhoon prone area ang Bicol region. And then the last one is the Mayon volcano or active Mayon volcano. Nga naman because there would be sometime nga wa ta kabalo nga mobuto siya, or that particular volcano would show any signs for eruption. So kuyaw siya, and then it would devastate or kaning magpaluya sa turismo for a shorter time or longer time, wa ta kabalo. So that would serve as a threat because those threats are natural. So we cannot force, or nobody has the power to stop those natural phenomena. So thank you guys. So may last part sa mo ang report, which is the SWOT analysis of every region. And hoping you've you've learned something about the report nga akong gipadayag ninyo, we have to get ninyo. So again, I am Wilmer C. Salem, so I'm on Group 8. We're Group 8 and Mike on PCTG, and our group members rather is Brian Rubillas, KLB Sujan, Painagan, Rustom Medina, and yours truly. And good night guys, and before you sleep, don't forget to pray and thank God for this night. Thank you and mabuhay.